We're going to go over the syllabus for the DMS100 class. So if you get on JetNet, you can log in, and under important course information, you're going to find the syllabus. Go ahead and click on that, and what you're going to find at the beginning is my name as your instructor, my email address, that our classes are now meeting online, and you'll have a little course description. So as far as the course description for DMS100, what it is essentially a broad overview of all of the modalities in diagnostic imaging. So X-ray, nuclear medicine, ultrasound, CT, MRI, PET scan, to name a few. So we're just going to give you a broad overview of all of those different modalities. It's beneficial for students who are on the fence, especially about choosing which program they want to go in, what career they're looking for. So it's good information to have. So under the textbook here, there is no textbook required. There is a suggested text you can use. I do not require it at all, so it's up to you if you want to get it. All of your texts are going to be on JetNet, listed as the lecture for that module. There are no prerequisites for the course. And here's our course objective. The course objective is students who successfully complete the Intro to Diagnostic Imaging course will be able to identify and differentiate between diagnostic imaging modalities, which will be assessed by passing the final exam with a grade of 75% or better. Now, this isn't saying that when you are done with this class, you're going to be proficient in reading diagnostic images. You're going to have a broad overview. You're going to be able to determine which modality they belong to. Grading procedure, all timed assignments are accumulative, so weekly quizzes will cover the weekly material. You're going to have 11 quizzes, one for each topic. These are not timed. Each quiz is going to be worth 5 points, which doesn't seem like a lot, but if you do not complete these quizzes, it will greatly affect your grade. You're going to have 2 tests throughout the semester, Test 1 and Test 2. Each one of those are going to be worth 20 points, and those do have a time limit. So you're going to have about 20 minutes for 20 questions. And it's going to cover everything up until that time of the exam. And it'll tell you exactly what it's going to cover. Like Test 1 is going to cover modules 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to have a midterm exam. The students are going to be expected to identify specific imaging studies and topics presented in the class up to date. So the midterm is going to have images on it as well as multiple choice questions. It will be 50 questions and you'll have a 50-minute time limit. The final exam is cumulative, so it's going to go over all of the information that we covered from the start of the class. I do reviews for all of the tests, quiz, test, midterm, and the final exam. So you have to make sure that you complete all assessments by the due date. Failure to do so will result in a 0 score for that assessment. There are not exceptions. I do not take late work. Things have to be handed in by the deadline. Make sure that you know that your browser is going to be compatible with JetNet and the assignments. Usually Google Chrome tends to work a little bit better with JetNet. I do have students who have issues with Chromebooks where the assignments won't open as well. So make sure that you check your settings ahead of time. Make sure that you can log in and get the work before it's due. Once you open a quiz, do not leave it. If you leave a quiz once it's opened, that counts as your attempt. So all of the points that you didn't answer for, you're going to lose. Here's our grading scale. So it's a pretty standard grading scale across the board. You can look through that. So just so you know, for this class, a 2.0 or a C is a passing grade. However, if you are taking this course for a second admit program, if you want to apply to sonography, radiology, MA program, things like that, you need, most of them require, I guess I shouldn't say, but most of them require a 3.0 in this course for that second admit program. So make sure that you're paying attention to your grade in JetNet. Make sure that you're staying on top of things. If you're missing assignments, missing quizzes, missing tests, that's going to affect your grade and you're not going to get that 3.0 that you need. You don't want something like that to set you back from being able to apply to the program that you're interested in. Academic honesty academic honesty policy. Plagiarism is not acceptable in any form. You will automatically be given a 0 for your work, and you can be dropped from the class. Cheating is the same. So cheating is defined as obtaining answers or material from an outside source without authorization. So make sure that you're not cheating or plagiarizing anything. Course management. So to be assured of success in this course, students should make note of all assignments and due dates. Be sure you record due dates on a calendar or be paying attention to them. Know what's going to be due. Once a quiz closes, I cannot reopen it. As it's set up right now, you will have 2 modules a week. You'll have a module that opens on Monday and a module that opens on Wednesday. Everything from that week is going to be due the Sunday before we start the new module at 11:55 p.m. So you'll have an entire week to complete your assignments until we start something the next week. If you need any help, please reach out to the Center for Student Success. They have tutors available. They can help you in other ways. Don't hesitate to ask for help if you need it. There is a link here for the Center for Student Success if you should need it as well. So here's a tentative schedule for what we're going to cover and when. This is listed on JetNet as well, but you have it in your syllabus. So before you message me to say, hey, when is this due? You've got 2 references you can look at. You can look in your syllabus and you can look at JetNet. If you can't find it, then by all means, email me and ask me. So here you'll have Module 1, the due date or the date that will start Module 1 is 3/23, and this is what we're going to do. So normally we would review important course information, help forms, things like that. Because now this is an online class, I'm doing that here through screencast. What I want to make sure that you know how to do is log into your JetNet and check your email. I will email you throughout the semester, so make sure that you're getting your JC emails. You can have them forwarded to your email that you use every day, or just make sure that you're logging into JetNet. So for Module 1, you're going to read the introduction lecture, the PowerPoint, and for anatomical planes, and then you're going to take the quiz. You do have an introduction forum that we will do. And then again, I'll be available through Big Blue Button to go over everything. So each week is set up exactly the same. So Module 2, which would be the Wednesday, 3/25, you're going to have general radiography. You're going to use the lecture, use the PowerPoints, the Kahoot review, and then you're going to take your radiology quiz. Again, we'll have a weekly forum, and then I'll be available through Big Blue Button during class time. I'm gonna probably log on at noon. If people aren't there, I'm not going to stay on for that entire time. You're just going to go through each one individually and look at it. When we get to Module 4, sonography, there's an important note for anybody that's thinking of applying to the sonography program. There is a form that needs to be filled out and submitted, and that is on JetNet as well, and there's a link to the DMS fact sheet located there that you'll fill out. So here we have 2 pages. Like I said, I'm not going to go through everything. You can go through and look at all the different things on the schedule. Here's that lecture outline that I talked about in the course overview. So what you're going to do is you can print these out, and like I said, when you're reading through the material, fill in the information. So when we're looking over radiology, how does it work? What energy does x-rays use? What instrumentations do they need? How is the image formed? All the way down to what's the patient perspective? What's the interview process like? How long does it take? Are there any side effects? So you can go fill this out as you're reading, and it's also going to help you as a study guide when you need to take your quiz or exams. There's some important dates here, what my responsibilities are, students' responsibilities, and attendance policy. So the attendance policy is just a little bit different when it comes to online. You have to log in to be successful in this class. Just like you would show up to a normal class, logging in and completing your work online is what's going to make you successful. If you miss multiple modules and do not log in, it will be an automatic drop from this course, because if you're not participating online, it equates the same as being absent in a face-to-face class. So you need to make sure that you're logging into the computer, getting into JetNet, making sure you're reading through and completing your quizzes and assignments. And the very end here is the course agreement. There's 2 copies, an instructor and a student. I really don't care which one you upload. But what it says is, I, your name, have received the syllabus for DMS100 Winter Semester 2020, and I've read and understand the course agreements. I have been told and understand that no late work will be accepted, and there are no makeup assignments, activities, redos, and/or extra credit. I am aware that any activity, response, or other assignment not completed by the designated deadline will result in a 0 grade on that assignment. I understand that if I do not complete all assigned tasks in this course, I may not earn a passing grade. I have been told and understand that if I miss more than 2 classes, I will not receive a passing grade in this class. Now, not logging in and doing your forums and your quizzes for the week is going to equate as an absence. So make sure that you're aware of that. I have been told and understand that I will be respectful of other students' beliefs, opinions, and I will conduct myself in a professional manner while engaged in course discussions. So obviously that means online and discussion forums. Make sure, 1, you're not using profanity, 2, that you are very respectful to other people's opinions. We all have different opinions, and that is fine. It is absolutely wonderful, in fact. So it's nice to kind of hear someone else's perspective and listen to what they have to say, and learn how to respect that and just say, you know what, they have a different opinion than me, and that's fine. So it's really, respect is very important to me, so make sure that you abide by that. You can receive a failing grade in the class if you choose to be completely disrespectful to your fellow students. So that's it for the syllabus. If you have any questions or concerns, again, just reach out to me, let me know. I'm available.